When I came out in '64, it was really just for the year, 1 or 2 years, just to see the world. And I had actually planned to move on to South Africa when I met my wife. And the rest is history. Of course, we got married. And then we went to New Zealand for a couple of years. I worked in the underground in the hydropower station we built. I did the explosives part of it. And then we came back to Sydney, and there's a project going in North New South Wales we're interested in. And we used to come down for weekends. So when that project finished, we thought we'd come down and think about what to do next. And 40 years later, we're still thinking about what to do next. Now, I wouldn't really change anything. Every time there's a new project on the board, you have a lot of people objecting to it because it infringes on their type of life. But if you don't like the type of life on the Gold Coast, you shouldn't be living here. As simple as that. There's many, many places, beautiful small towns along the coast you could move to, you know, and that's an option. In 1974, we had a flood on the Gold Coast, and you didn't think it was going to happen until the water slowly started to lap up your front steps. And we had 2 young children, and we went down to the highest house in the street. So did everybody else, and a lot of them had a couple of bottles with them. So it turned out to a fairly noisy night. And I remember having to carry my son on my shoulder in a plastic bag because the water was coming up to my hips then. So, but that was just, you know, another funny thing. I think originally, and that would probably apply to a lot of Europeans, you miss the seasons. You miss the real spring and autumn, winter. I do miss the snow. But apart from that, the way of life in Australia is far superior to probably any European country. And going back in 87, 88 for a whole year sort of made me realise that the decision I made in 1964 was a good one. So, and I wouldn't like to live anywhere else.